there's the Wraith King. I just feel like we don't usually see it. Like, how often do you see good Dark Willow games in comparison to bad Dark Willow games?
Not often. Not often. That's true. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of bad Willow games, but then you get the games where like she just solo kills your cores, and you're like, oh, okay, that's how it's gonna be, huh?
10 seconds remaining.
I think you want some kind of team fight
5
on
seconds
this
remaining.
Radiant side now. Like a Sand King, maybe, for example, might be okay. Lanes up well against the Mars and the Wraith King. Decent lockdown. Maybe like a Tide might be okay here as well. But I think Sand King's probably the best bet for me. Again, another Yule's Buy versus the Dark Willow is always nice.
Always.
They've got so much reserve time left as well. This fourth pick is taking out the reserve time a lot on the Black Sheep side too. So they're just thinking. And Old Set Gaming will already be thinking about their fifth pick as well here, about what they want him to be playing up next, since they have the next two picks. So they've got to decide where they want to put this Lina now too. I'd imagine it'd be a support still, especially now that this Wraith King's been picked. Maybe they're thinking about whether there's a mid laner they want to pick now that has the potential to be banned out next. A lot of them have been banned out already, especially in the second banning phase. This ODDP Storm Ember comp, all four of them got taken out. So,
What do you think Old Suck Gaming means?
I think they need jump to get on the backlines onto this Willow and Shadow Demon, and they need catch. Like they need like good team fight and stuff as well, because they don't really have anything to play around at the moment. Okay, there's your hero. There's your hero to play around. It gives you a little bit more.
I asked what Old Suck means, not what they need.
Oh, I thought you said what do they need?
No, I know. Yeah, no. What does it mean? Old Suck Gaming. Does it mean they're old and they suck, or?
Yeah, just they're not very good. That's definitely what it would mean.
Right. Okay. What does Black Sheep mean? Is it a variant on Dark Horse?
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think so. So like they're the underdogs, man.
Yeah. Okay.
5 seconds.
I believe these guys won NADCL, if I'm not mistaken.
What, Black Sheep?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. It's a good stack. What do they want to ban out here?
Radiant team
Yeah, okay, they ban out another mid laner, you would assume that ultimately. So they think it's going to be Lina support as well. This Pango's interesting because they don't really have any control on Black Sheep to deal with this Pango and Rolling Thunder. It's like he kind of basically just does whatever he wants. And now whenever the Mars drops down the arena, the Jug can spin, the Pango can roll out.
If you think that if you think old like Black Sheep made it to TI, would they pick up a sponsor, or would they just be like, hell no, we want to keep our like crappy banners and just rock up at TI as an individual team, just being like, hell yeah, let's roll.
Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it? You would assume they'd really want a sponsor so they could help them scrim and stuff and want to use facilities. But I really wish a team called Black Sheep would turn up to TI. That would be awesome.
Radiant team pick.
Oh,
plus, they do like fancy things, their logos and stuff during all the graphics. Like imagine, like the secret logo like swooshing across the screen, out the smoke, and then just like, a black sheep. Like,
yeah, they all walk out onto the stage with a black sheep, each of them.
Yeah, their costumes should just be like black wool coats. Look absolutely fire.
So there's the Queen of Pace. Now there's 3 really difficult heroes to gank. This is
remaining.
I like this Old Set Gaming lineup. It's pretty nice. My only worry is that they have a little bit of a lack of control themselves. Like they're kind of really reliant on this charge in fights to be able to lock heroes down. Because when the BKBs come out, like this Wraith King is going to be really difficult to deal with. I think you want another core that scales here. I don't think you're looking to end anytime soon versus Old Set Gaming. I don't know what it would be though. Yeah, there's a scaler.
That is indeed a scaler. A scaly scaler, in fact. I annihilate on the Deucer.
They don't have a great amount of burst damage for this Deucer either, actually. Like, Jug's going to have to go Diffusal here. Like, he's playing against Wraith King Deucer. He needs to be really active. I think if Old Suck want to win this, they need to go by, like, 25, 30 minutes, I would say. Try and get just Drums Diffusal on the Jug. Just make space on the map. Like, this Queen of Play needs to have a decent time in the lane. They need to be really active.
Yeah, I mean, Ultra Gaming, if they fall behind, then it's going to be really, really hard for them to come back into this one with the control which they've got in these team fights, and with the Rating and the Juicer kind of taking onto the front lines, just scaling. Yeah, you got to be aggressive on the side of Old Suck, I think. But, you know, this Jug should have a fairly nice time.
Old Suck. That's what we need.
Aggressive Old Suck, exactly. That's what we're looking for here. Jug, Diffusal seems really, really strong this game as well. Wraith King and Medusa both hate playing against Diffusal, so just cue that one up straight out the barracks.
Yeah, it's okay against Mars as well. Like, just burn away his mana. He doesn't have a... Mars has mana issues anyway. Never mind before you start burning it as well. He's not a fun hero to play if you don't build a Soul Ring.
Wow, 19-1 in the last 20 matches on the Pangolier. Pretty impressive.
I saw what the banner said, by the way.
Oh, do you want to tell everyone the joke?
He said, what do old people really like? And that was it. It wasn't even that funny. Bit disappointing, really.
Yeah, that's pretty weak.
For battle.
Oh well, there we go. Moving on. We I had high hopes for that joke. You know, that if it made it into as their icon, then it's got to be pretty funny, right? But no, it's awful.
No.
You feel very ashamed of yourself. Unless it's just NA humor, I think. Alrighty, let's get into it. So up at the top, we're going to have Chives on the Lena. I'm going to have Spirit Breaker, and we're going to have Juggernaut rocking up here. So pretty aggressive trailing coming out, and I kind of like what they're doing here.
Yeah, you've got to try and force something up here. Like, you can really bully the Wraith King in the early stages of the game, especially with the support Lena, right? Like, she has, what's the attack range? Where is it? 670 on the Lena. So not easy to deal with that Lena.
So that's all right. I'm hovering over the attacks. I swear it's longer than that, but maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it's right. I don't know. Meanwhile, down at bottom, we got Versatis. Right. Probably. The game does tend to be right. I don't know, actually. Well, tell me that after the after that. What's it? The summer scrub.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna have a summer scrub. I don't know. Maybe it needs to be scrubbed up. Have you got any bugs you don't like? Any things you want to fix? I mean, there's so many bugs for casters, right? That's not a bug.
Actually, I like it.
It is a bug. I think the camera button could really use, like, that's been broken since the dawn of time, like since I started casting many moons ago. If you click the camera button, everybody flames you, just ruin everybody's game. I think pinging stuff being shared amongst all casters is just stupid. Yeah. I'm almost tempted to do it more in the coming weeks so that people see it and complain about it. Shall I be a martyr? Shall I just put my own life on the line?
Being able to see people's ranks in lobbies as well. We were talking about that just before the game.
Yeah, just
that'd be nice.
Yeah, checking out people's ranks and everything. Oh, I know. They really wanted that range creep. Throws out the snake for it and everything.
Yeah, it's really important. It's a lot of XP. Bloody 9 top as well might be a little bit of hurt here. Yeah,
he's fine. Stun comes out onto the Spirit Breaker. He had the charge available though, so it could have been a kill if Bloody 9 wasn't super duper careful. And he's just going to continue spamming out this poison. Annoying Empyrean here as he's like, well, I want to come and kill this guy. So Black Sheep, they're just holding with the 2-2 for the time being. Gonna have Zero in the bottom lane with Boris fighting up. And of course, up in the top lane is your boy Mason on the Wraith King with a Bloody 9.
I'd like some chat interaction here. Mason sees he's up against an aggro try. How many headsets and keyboards does he break by the end of the game?
Oh.
Because he knows he's up against an aggro try. I mean, that would tilt me.
But surely he's just like, well, I know that my bottom lane is getting value from this, therefore I see the outcomes of my suffering, therefore it's okay, you know?
I'm sure Willow has to come top, right, at some point. Maybe she's just waiting for level 2 or something.
Possibly. Ooh, nice down split. Just spotting out the Light Strike Array perfectly, but the charge is going to come through onto Mason. Bloody 9 coming in from behind, just spamming out the poison. Try to do as much as they can, and this is really just a rumble and nothing else. There's no real blood going to be shed here, especially the Juggernaut's just out farming right now. He's not interested in these fools fighting around him, but yeah, in comes Boris, though. The Light Strike Array does come in. Mason gets a little bit blocked there by Boris, but none. Oh, no! Bloody 9. He's gone. That's a headset. So yeah, they're on the floor, but they're still chasing it. Boris, he's got the damage, and with the poison as well, they will be able to take down Chives all the same. They're looking towards Empyrean now as well. They might try and go for both of these. Empyrean, he's got the charge available whenever he wants to use it. Is going to now throw it out. It's not a very fast one, but charge away he will into the hands of Juggernaut. He's just ignored all his teammates dying. He's ignored the whole engagement. He's just in creep land. AirPods in, watching the creeps.
This Queen of Pain's doing really well mid too. She's having a great time. Like this Deuce is 7-1. She has the creep wave coming towards her, which is nice, but this Deuce really needs to get to like level 5 before she can.
Lucky Queen of Pain.
Oh, it's a big snake.
Yeah, big boy snake. Versatus getting a little bit of harassment onto the Mars here. Mars tries to turn around and hit him, but then realizes he's disarmed. Very sad feeling when that happens. Meanwhile, up at top, they're trying to go for Empyrean here. Empyrean, he's got 4 stacks of poison up upon himself right now, and the right clicks from Boris continue ticking away. Got no mana left on the Shadow Demon, though, but they're going to go for the Shadow Realm hit. But Empyrean trying to get inside the... Oh, get inside the Roach Pit, my dude. He does make it in, and it's not enough. He's got all the same. Bloody 9 will take the kill onto the Spirit Breaker. Didn't quite make it into the hands of Roshan. Tried to get himself denied there, but alas, 'twas not to be.
Oh, the Panga just cancelled the Mars' salve in bot lane. That's a
Good stuff.
ooh, that's tasty. Oh, the double disarm as
Double
well.
disarm. Ow. I mean, slow is just annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's horrible. Mason's got 6 CS by the way in 3.5 minutes. He's I reckon that's a keyboard. So we're a keyboard and a headset down at the
Keyboard and
moment.
headlet. He's only got his mouse now.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's playing Wraith King. There's not many spells to press.
Yeah, that's true.
Annihilate being charged up in the middle lane. He doesn't seem to know. He doesn't
Oh,
seem
no,
to know.
no
In
mana.
comes that charge. I think he might be gone here as there is a TP coming in. Is he going to be coming in time? They've got the disruption available. Going to use it onto the Medusa. Try and keep her alive a little bit longer. Imperium fighting up under the tower. Annihilate trying to get himself away. He's actually going to be okay. And the poison's coming out from Bloody 9 as well. Imperium's going to be in some trouble, but luckily stunned back Bloody 9 as he makes his short journey across to the other side of the river. Does still need to be a little bit cautious here, but should be able to survive this one. Lucky that he had a creep there to charge to, really.
Yeah, that was pretty close. I mean, the Shadow Poison is still only level 1, so it doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but even so.
It tickles. It's a bit of a tickle. A tickle on your pickle.
This Panga really needs to get the runes on the bot side of the map here. He's picked up a bottle, so these bounty runes are going to be very important.
Chives is
Wow.
currently living through a live reenactment of Day of the Dead. Look at these guys. You're just tearing them apart. And guess what? They're coming back for more. Well, some of them. Yeah, they're all coming back.
Oh, Queen of Pain managed to pick up an active rune as well here.
Nice
Just going to look to
array.
secure the bounties as well. This Mars might be in trouble.
Rotation comes around, but at the same time, they're going for the bounty runes here. Lena doesn't manage to find it, but there's a charge coming through. Chives, he's going to be able to get out of this one. Meanwhile, down the bottom, they are safe.
Big stick.
The poison! Yep, finishes them off. Chives, unable to survive through that. Did pop the stick, but it wasn't enough. Meanwhile, Empyrean waiting for Boris on top of the stairs. Won't find the bash, but it won't really do anything anyway. And Blood 9 just pops a mango, gets right back to poisoning people.
Yeah, it's level 2 Shadow Poison now as well. It starts to get a little bit more scary. What's this Pango building? Did you reckon he just rushes the Javelin, same as normal? Are we going to see anything crazy?
Well, he's got it queued up, so that would lead me to believe that yes, he is going to rush the Javelin. So, well, it's about the end of my analysis, I'm afraid. But top lane, we've got some more violence breaking out as Empyrean trying to run himself away on the Spirit Breaker, but it's just not happening. Meanwhile, B running himself around. He's got to find himself a target right now. Bates just turns around and stuns him up in the face. Regroup here on the side of Black Sheep, but the Juggernaut is on top, gets a crit onto the Dark Willow as well. The right clicks from Chives, but it's not enough to bring down the Willow. Nobody's actually going to die up here, and again, they're just trading health, trading health, trading health, and now they're going to go and shower up together. Get nice and steamy with the boys.
Oh god.
What, you don't take a shower with your bros?
No, not when I'm by myself. No, that would be, if you hit the gym or something, you go swimming.
Yeah, or just, whenever you get a bit bored and you just call the mate over for a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that's fine then. Do you ever, whenever you're about to send a pic to a girl, do you let your mates like proofread it for you first? Make sure everything's looking good.
Oh god. Oh god. What have I found myself in here? What is this?
Just normal stuff, dude. Just normal bro things.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
I
TP
just,
is
you
coming
gotta
in.
have
Ooh.
confidence in yourself though.
Tower is is under attack.
Thanks, mate. They're jumping forward though onto Mars. Mars just straight up throws in the wall though. Boris is on top of the Queen of Pain. They might be able to get the Quap kill here. They have managed to bring down Zero, but it's only 1 point into the Bramble Maze, so it doesn't show Queen of Pain for very long. And meanwhile, they're jumping forwards onto Boris. Oh my god! Damage comes through from the swashbuckle. That is a 4-point swashbuckle, and that blows up Boris. That's going to be 2 kills down here in the bottom lane. Black Sheep taking some losses as they'll try to make things up across the map, but really there's not much else to be done here. It's just going to be a case of a dead Mars and a dead Willow.
Yeah, I like that this Queen of Pain isn't maxing the dagger as we see from some of them. Like recently, a lot of people have been putting 3 or 4 points in dagger. I think this game we've talked about them needing to be really active.
Slash in the top lane goes the illusions. It was brave from the offset there from the Juggernaut, but he does end up still on the chase. Yeah, with the spin. I mean, there is a charge coming through, but it doesn't really make a difference. It's actually turned on to Mason now, but Mason, he's got a second life, so it's really not a big deal.
Mason's
Well,
like, don't
he's
worry.
level 4. Never mind, he doesn't have a second life.
He's having a really rough time. Mason's got 19 CS at the moment. This Wraithing's really not having fun.
I genuinely thought he'd just put 2 points in Mortal Strike, 2 points in Wraithfire, and was saving the other 2. And he's actually just straight up level 4. That's an awkward situation to be in. At least I annihilates. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh god!
Yeah.
struggling to find the upside here. I guess Zero's drawing even with the Pangolier, but even then, it's.
I mean, I know like is farming okay on this dude, so it's not awful. But like this Quap's just being, you know, a little bit more involved around the map. 1-0-1 now already. Yeah, and she's roaming down bot already. Oh, there's an arena. We missed it.
Ooh, we missed it. Yep, that's a pound to charity from each of us as they charge forwards onto Zero. Mars, he could be in some trouble actually as they come in with the Queen of Pain as well. They're going to catch her with the Sonic Wave, and now closing the gap. They've got the bash and they find it. There it goes, 17%. I called it before it even happened. You know, just
You just know,
looking
don't
into the future a little bit. You can feel it, can't you? There's a kind of change in the wind, some gentle vibrations in the air.
This Jug's level 7, Mason's level 4. I'd be a little bit upset. I'll be honest.
I believe in Mason. I believe in Mason. He's going to come through for his team.
It's gonna take some heavy lifting from this Deuce from the Mars, I think, early on. Like Mason, if you give Wraithing space, he can find his way back into the game, right?
Nah, have you seen Mason's arm? He's ready to do all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, that's true. Deuce has the treads. Nice.
Coming up from
Little
Rune
three
O'Clock.
stack
Are we going to have
here.
any fights breaking out? Pangolier's made his way up the top. Meanwhile, there's absolutely nobody at bottom. Boris might actually just be able to grab himself 2 free runes, which is a very rare occasion indeed.
Yeah,
This
that
thing
is.
coming in. He's got the Rolling Thunder, but he gets disrupted up.
They
He
get
didn't commit.
3.
He didn't commit. Oh, Pangolier.
How would you take 3 runes for free?
When you're this far behind, I don't know. I really do not know.
Interesting. I don't know whether was the Queen of Pain just jungling when the bounty rune spawned. Oh, look at this efficient Queen of Pain jungling. Oh.
Disastrous. He has managed to get himself that javelin, as we saw a little bit earlier on, and just going to be heading straight in. Zero. Oh, he actually managed to get himself outside of the arena, so no extra damage coming in. And with Boris coming in for this one, they really need to find themselves this kill. But Pangolier's going to juke himself down. He's got the Rolling Thunder. If he wants to use it, will be forced to pop it out right now. Now going to bounce through all 3 heroes, and might just keep getting the value off right now as Boris tries to run away from the guy. Laguna Blade comes in onto Zero. He's in some trouble. Then comes a charge as well. A nice disruption from Bloody 9, but a little bit late off the mark. Meanwhile, Zero, he's trying to fight it up right now, but I think his case is a losing one right now, as in comes the Dragon Slave to finish the job. But they do get the turnaround kill onto the Pangolier as Black Sheep finds something at least, and well, it's a pretty big something.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
Mason's now level 6. So he's working towards that Midas, but unfortunately because he's had to go back to the jungle, can't really lane against this Jug anymore. Joe's just going to freely push this one in top, try and open up this top half of the map. You know the Deuce is going to want to be farming,
Radiant's middle
you know,
tower
safely away in a jungle. So if you can get as many of these towers early on as you can
is under
on this
attack.
Radiant side, definitely the way to go. My question is, will Black Sheep have enough room on the map to farm
Dire's top tower
like
has
very
fallen.
soon? Like if this
Yeah.
Jug takes over the top half of the map, right? Like this Wraithing and Deuce are both need space. So I feel like a lot of this is going to come down to the Mars and the Willow, like how much they can do early on.
But we talked about this Radiant lineup and basically said, like, if they can get their feet in the ground and kind of start to push hard, then Black Sheep are just going to fall over. There is a lot of aggression to be had in this lineup. It is a little bit greedy early on, but they got through this laning phase absolutely shining, and now they can set themselves up for a hopefully successful mid game and try to put some more pressure onto Black Sheep. Oh, Mason in some trouble. He has got the reincarnation, so it'll be a pretty brave attempt to go for this one. They're actually looking to turn something around. Mason taking some chunks out of Imperium. Meanwhile, on the backlines, it's Bloody 9 fighting up with the Juggernaut right now. Wants to try and get the healing ward, but juked away nicely. They're trying to get it with the illusions instead. They'll be able to finish it off. Nice bit of gold at the very least. Burst comes in, throws in the shackle. Sorry, the swashbuckle.
I like that they're giving the Lina some space down in this bot lane here as well. Like, if she can get like an Aether Lens Yours at a decent time this game, she's going to be in dreamland.
Yeah. That's going to be a very good situation for her to be in. And, you know, the fact that the lanes have gone so well for them means that they're able to do this. You know, everybody else has their items, so Chives can just hang out elsewhere and, you know, have an undisturbed time. Spirit Breaker going to get stunned up here. I don't think he's particularly scared right now. And that's the thing, like, this Willow, this Shadow Demon, it's not a strong roaming duo, it doesn't feel like.
No, you need... Like, you can set up with the disruption and then into the soul catcher with like a nice little bedlam follow-up. But it's these mobile cores. Like, you can't gank the Jug because he just spins away.
Oh, Wraith King catches him, turning it around. The soul catches on him as well, so Empyrean doesn't have much health. They're going to throw down the Demonic Purge onto him as well. Empyrean, he's just chucking away. He's going to get caught out here. He doesn't have the Charge of Darkness, and Mason will find the kill. Versatus on his way around, just rolling through, just saying what up, watching his homie die and getting the hell out of there. Meanwhile, Jug farms, which has been a sentence I've been saying a lot this game. Jug is fun. But not as much as Annihilate, who's actually taken the lead now. Has herself nearly, well, not nearly a Midas. Sorry, not nearly a Manta, but on the way to Manta. The road is paved to Manta.
Nice D-Ward by Bloody 9, though. They need to make sure they can try and take over this top half of the map again. Take away that vision. And here comes the smoke. The dual roam smoke. Looks like they might be just trying to ward here as well.
Yeah, does seem that way. I think you can do like a Cursed Crown into Disruption, right? Disruption is 2.75 and Cursed Crown is...
It's 4, isn't it, the delay?
Delay, yeah. So yeah, that's a nice little combo you can pull off as well. So plenty of interactions. Ooh, Queen of Pain. I don't think I can kill the Queen of Pain anyway.
She has a Maelstrom, by the way. She had an Orchid queued up before and built a road, but
true. It means she's not that squishy. They don't get the Cursed Crown off. They will be able to get off the Bramble Maze though, and getting right on top of it. Look at the damage. Never mind. They've got more than enough to tear her apart. The rest of Black Sheep have come into this one, so Versatus needs to get himself out of this. There's a ooh, they actually get a nice wall coming in. The arena is perfect, and that catches out the Pangolier. 2 kills now for Black Sheep. They are clawing their way back into this one. Meanwhile, Jug is farming.
Jug takes a tier 2.
Yeah.
That Pango looks like he got stuck on the steps.
Fortify as well. Oh dear, that's not a good situation.
Yeah, that's a bit of a disaster. The Fortify, but at least their mid tier 1's still alive. That's the most important thing. Like, as long as the Deucer can keep farming the triangle, like, Deucer's going to be in happy land. This is the most important part of the map for her when she plays the dire side. They protect it as much as you can.
Radiant are scanning.
Lina just keeps playing the dead lane bot. They all just keep running top at this Wraith King.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, mid lane.
A little bit of fun being had. Yeah, Annihilate not really doing a whole lot to the Juggernaut right now, but in comes the Spit. Oh, misses, bad miss, and now the Raw charge forwards onto the Medusa, but she does get a Stone Gaze off, so they'll have to cheer themselves away from this one. It's actually the Juggernaut, he's in some trouble. He's got the Soul Catcher and the Demonic Purge on him right now. He's got the Omni Slash, he needs to turn around and use it, otherwise he's going to die, but doesn't get it up in time. He is gone. Pangolier as well, caught out in an awkward situation right now, firing off his lightning swashbuckles, trying to get himself to safety. The dagger, it actually connects, the spear gets in, but now Spirit Breaker trying to turn the tides on this fight right now, jumping into the Mars in the river. Lagoon Blade comes out, not doing enough damage to bring the hero down, but the Light Track Array with the Quap will finish the job. Bloody 9 and 9 Annihilate staying on the front lines right now as the Snake comes bouncing its way through. Doesn't look like Black Sheep will find anything more from this though.
That's a massive fight for Black Sheep. Like, the fact that the Deucer survives and Mason was just jungling the whole time. Like, if you look at the net worth chart now, he's suddenly like found his way halfway up the net worth chart. He was having a really bad time before, but with this Midas, he's doing fine.
Doing absolutely dandy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Go, Mason, go. He's still got a lot of catching up to do on this Juggernaut or any of the cores, to be honest, but still
Radiant
on the way.
structures are
And
fortified.
Medusa, meanwhile, I know he's having a wonderful time. Finishes off this this Manta style. They tried to gank her. They all died. Meanwhile, I'm going
Forrest
to...
was invis.
Oh, was that... What? We missed... Oh, God.
He used a Scream of Pain, saw that it was hitting him, and just went for the Sonic Wave and finished him off. It's pretty cute.
God damn it. All right,
Why is this
that's going to
Queen
be
of Pain-
£2 for charity then.
Yeah. Why is this Queen of Pain rushing a Mjolnir? That's what I want to know. Okay, she's going back for the Orchid now. Okay.
Alright, cool. Cool. Well, is she? She's
Yeah,
got a
she went
bunch
for
of
the-
stuff queued up.
Unless it's an Echo Saber, she just bought an Oblivion stuff.
Oh,
so.
okay. Sorry, I didn't spot that. Yeah, don't think it's an Echo Saber. No.
I
That's
really
good
hope
venom.
it's Echo Saber Queen of Pain. That sounds...
True. Good
That's
stats on that
sick, dude.
item, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Basarta's actually got spotted going into the tree line here. I'm wondering if they want to take advantage of this. I'm not sure they can with the heroes they've got down here currently, so they might just accept there's a Pangolier in the trees and move on
Oh,
with their lives.
bot lane, Spirit Breaker.
And indeed, the spear comes out, turning him out of position. He can't do anything. He's got no mana, he's got no health.
I really like that this Mars went back for Blink before he finished off the phase boost. Like, this double bracer makes him tanky enough already, right? So make sure you've got some kind of tempo on your team to keep your Deucer and Wraith King farming. Especially against these really mobile cores. It's important you blink in to be able to use the arena and get the lockdown with the spear before they can react.
So 7-11 right now on the scoreboard. I think Black Sheep are in a pretty good position though. They had a rough laning phase, but now things have slowed down, which is exactly what they wanted to happen. Honestly, if I'm going to be critical, I haven't felt like this Jug has done enough, but that being said, he did go for the drums, Yasha, and now going for the... For God's sake, what's going on down here? There's a fight breaking out right in front of our very noses as the Queen of Pain has taken a fall. Basarta's looking for revenge as they jump forwards onto the Shadow Demon right now. I imagine he will be falling. There is a fear, but nope, dodged out as the swashbuckle comes forwards. Basarta's adjusting just at the right time to make sure he can get himself in the right position to find that kill.
Yeah, like this Jug and Queen of Pain are both just kind of farmed the whole time.
Yeah, they're not doing anything. I want to see some fighting. I want to see some action going on, and they're just going to run away from the bottom lane. Kind of respectable, but let's see some action. Let's see some fights. You push your advantage, but not sure they can anymore, honestly.
This is a problem with Queen of Pain going Maelstrom first, right? Like if she'd have rushed this Orchid, it would have forced her into fighting and trying to play the map. But she's been so happy to just chill in the jungle and farm. Oh, Mason, there's a diffuser blade on that Jug. Gotta be careful.
One Omni Flash will do the job, but with other heroes hanging around him with a great wave as well, he's in pretty safe as Imperium comes charging himself in. Jumps actually forward onto Bloody 9 instead, so they change their target at the last minute, trying to run down the Shadow Demon instead, but he actually throws out the Purge onto... Oh yes, they will find enough damage to finish off the Shadow Demon, and now Annihilate comes flying his way in, throws himself a snake. Juggernaut wants to fight this one, he's going for the Omni Slash onto everybody right now. I'm not quite sure that's the play. Now he's in a really bad position, gets skewered back under the tower, they're chasing him down, they have the right clicks, the tower, well, gets evaded, but the right click from the Medusa will not. Snake Lady eats him whole, and now can look for more as he heads back towards the front lines of this fight. Pangolier going for the Rolling Thunder, trying to secure something here. Nope, just trying to get himself away. Oh, no, they're going to fight this one as they come in with the Laguna Blade to finish off Boris, but the immediate return kill onto the Queen of Pain does happen. Black Sheep find themselves a very good trade, and I feel like the Radiant side are falling apart as they lose their cores, and supports just don't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah, that Jug and Queen of Pain both just gave up their lives at separate times. Like, Jug just runs in Omni Slashes. You're not going to kill a Deucer at level 18 with triple Wraithbone Manta Dragonlance if you have your Diffusal. He's like, God, I've got Diffusal, I can burn all that mana, I'm going to kill everybody and win the game, and it's going to be wonderful. But, yeah, unfortunately you ended up in the backline away from all your team.
We can all have dreams, but yeah, that was a definite bit too big for your boots case right there.
And this Deucer has 252 CS in 21.5 minutes. It's pretty good by Annihilate.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad about that. I would not be mad about that. Boris, you know, he's going to find himself settling down in Radiance Town at some stage soon. Shan't be too long. There's in the top lane. Well, there's Pangolier, who's been living up here in the top lane quite a lot.
Yeah, Mace is actually really close to that Radiance. A lot closer than I thought he would be.
Yes, Yammers.
Especially considering
Yammers
the
is joining my my cult of underground casters who are going to start spamming out pinging things to make Valve change it in the cleanup. Spirit Breaker trying to run himself away. He's affected by the Soul Catcher though. He's getting low on HP, but actually they're not really going to commit to this one with the Juggernaut showing up. Although 4 heroes now here from Black Sheep. They are really turning out in numbers to the bottom lane, but not getting a whole lot done. Maybe they can push down this tier 1 tower though.
Yeah, managed to navigate his way through the maze on the Spirit Breaker. That was nice. The problem with this this diffuse blade on the Jug as well, that is because it means he skipped the Maelstrom, right? So like his farming speed potential is just nowhere near this Deuce's because he's gone for this diffusal. Like he's 1, 2, and 2 on this Jug. With the item build that you've gone for, you really have to try and get involved more early on.
Yeah. Their window is closing on the side of the Radiant. If they don't do anything soon, if they don't find themselves some victories, then I feel like Black Sheep will just run away with this game. They'll out-efficientize, they'll out-farm, and they'll out-win the game.
Yeah, like when this Deucer gets to the point where she builds Butterfly, where's the damage coming from anymore to be able to kill her off?
Well, you're the Queen of Pain, right? And Lena.
Yeah, like it's okay, but is it enough? Ooh,
meanwhile, Chai stage. Whoa, no, actually, it's not him staying way too long. It's Boris and Zero just hanging out in this bottom lane, just waiting. They knew that someone would come and defend it. They're like, oh, they've left now. Classic maneuver.
Is he called Zero? What was his name? Isn't it? Oh, his name on Liquipedia is Dian. We'll call him Zero. Right?
We'll call him Zero.
That's
clearly what he wants to be called.
Yeah, that's true.
Pangolier is rolling somewhere.
He's just chilling. Oh, he's going Ags next. Wow. We talk about their lack of damage, maybe. I mean, that could make up for it. Try and get the extra disarms off onto the Deucer. Could be big.
Oh, they're going in deep here. They're going straight in with the Sonic Wave, and that's nearly enough to bring down the Dark Wind. In fact, it probably will be, but Empyrean wants it. Now he goes for the ultimate onto Mason. Nope, try and go for Zero instead, blasting him up as the Pangolier comes rolling his way through this one. Actually manages to find the Mars, pushing him down the cliff, though. That's exactly where he wanted to go. In fact, I think he planned this whole damn thing. They're trying to chase, though. In comes B. There's Juggernaut joining in with this one as well, but turns around with the God's Rebuke to cancel out the charge. I Annihilate goes for the ultimate, but they can't take... Oh, disruption comes out. Mason chasing forwards. They want to find this Juggernaut, and the spear will land, and now the damage comes in. They'll be able to finish off the Juggernaut. Looking for more as Berserkers gets to the tree line here. They're chasing him with poison. They're chasing him with everything they've got right now. I don't think he's surviving this one. Duke in one way, then the other. Going for the TP out, though. Mason trying to find him, but he can't quite make it through, and that will be an escape route for the Pangolier. But still a pretty good fight, I would say, for the Black Sheep once again.
That Pango roll was the most sad thing I've seen today, I think. He like pushed him down the cliff, and then just as he was about to hit him with the last thing, that little crystal thing. Oh, I don't know what like terrain you've got on, but he hits a little thing in the middle just before he's about to hit the Mars.
Yeah,
I think that was really sad.
Oh, the story of this Pangolier has been a tumultuous one so far, but he's had some pretty good moments as well.
Yeah, he's done okay. He's not, not saying he's played bad all game. It was just a really unfortunate roll. That was all. Bloody Nine's managed to finish up an Aether Lens on the
Shadow. Trying to find Mason. Or is Mason trying to find him? All playing into the M-God's hands as he jumps in with the stun. The skeletons coming out as well. A couple of them just spawned in those trees, though. Those won't be very helpful, but it doesn't matter.
No.
They get the kill all the same.
How long do they
Boris
last?
Plants the celebratory bushes. The skeletons, 45 seconds, I believe.
It's 90.
90? Oh, goodness.
Failed.
Oh, yeah.
Quiz.
I did. No, I was going to say that's the cooldown, but it's not. It's 50. I'm all over the place.
Just making things up as you go along, Dan. It's
Well,
the life of a caster in general, though.
Nothing new there, then, exactly.
Yeah.
4K gold advantage of Black Sheep, which is just a terrible statistic when you're rocking a Medusa and a Midas Wraith King.
I feel like this Roche is big for both teams now as well. If the Deucer gets an Aegis now, right, like, I don't see how this game ever goes Radiant's way. Like we talked about them needing to win the 25-30 minute window. It's that window right now, and they're 4K net worth behind.
Casual Butterfly, 26 minutes in, I Annihilate. Rocking this farm right now, currently sitting on 344 CS.
But they haven't pressured the Deucer at all, like all game, right? Like she's just sat in that little triangle of camps and just chilled.
Yep.
She's having a great time.
And they won the lane on top, and then they were like, great, we shut down the Wraith King, and then...
Yeah.
just left him alone for the rest of the time as well. So
Oh, I know, like comes out of the jungle 10 minutes later and he's like, "Hi guys, I'm in this game as well."
time for making plays is now, and well, there's gonna be. Oh, okay. Now you go, Radiant. Make the plays, make the smokes. Come on, arena is down. You have yourself an Orchid. You have yourself a can-do attitude, I'm sure. BKB is on the courier for the Queen of Pain. If this isn't a timing, then I don't know what is.
Imagine how many kills we'd miss in Dota if there weren't any audio cues.
Weird point, but okay. Yeah, right.
I was just thinking, you know, the arena one sounds so good.
Yeah, true. It's a big, nice big foghorn thing. There's a kill going on.
Oh yeah, this is.
Here we go. This is it. Go, Radiant. Find some blood. Get some kills. Pillage the weak.
If they can take a fight around this Roche pit here, this would be awesome. Like try and get a pick off and then just go into the pit afterwards.
Absolutely, but I think they saw the smoke though, because they have this this ward here, so I'm pretty sure they spotted the whole damn thing. So, and Juggernaut is classic carry. He's like, well, you know, we walked around for 2 seconds, didn't find anybody, so I'm gonna hit creeps now.
Gotta get back to farming.
Yeah, gotta keep that.
They smoke up on Dire now as well. They know exactly where they're gonna be.
Oh no, Juggernaut just TP'd away. Everybody's scarpering, but it's not scarpering enough. They need to be more efficient with their getting out of jail here, but it looks like they won't catch anybody. Bangalore managed to make a move to the tree line, and Empyrean got up onto the high ground, so nobody dies. 2 smokes, nobody dead.
Very sad. Lacking action here. Deuce is getting ever closer to that 25 as well, by the way, so if it wasn't spooky before, it will be when she hits 25.
Look at Annihilate here as well, you know, he's just happy to sit on the foot of their base, pop that Manta, send up some illusions. He's not worried about life at all.
But you can just slow siege as well, right? Like you have Manta illusions, Shadow Demon. Yeah, you see.
Just keep
Why not?
It going. Keep him coming.
Look at all this chip damage. Jug's pushing top though at the same time, so he's managing to get some.
Goes Zero, does miss the spear, and the BKB has actually popped for the Queen of Pain, but he's taking so much damage, she's able to blink away, she's just dead! Has to buy back, but that's a BKB charge used, and buying back into this one. They got to find this fight, and they've got to make it happen somehow. They will be able to get the kill onto the Mars. Now look into the backlines here as Imperium's being brought down, though. We're going to be able to get the kill on the side of Black Sheep as well. Now, well, it's looking like Bloody Nine's going to be left behind. Meanwhile, they jump in deep, and they find
this
a
Jug's taking
well.
racks.
That is problematic. Well, he's taking the high ground towers right now. Meanwhile, Annihilate is still hanging out at bottom. The Jug is TPing back into this one. Annihilate could be in some trouble. Juggernaut's making his way, and they have to deal with these creeps, though, if they want to try and go for the Omni/play. Annihilate, he's really far forward. He doesn't have a team behind him. There's another fight going on over here as Blade Knight goes to disruption over on the backlines. Annihilate uses the ultimate, trying to chase down the Juggernaut at the same time. Jug, he's running. He might actually gotten out of this one. Meanwhile, the fight diffused in the middle lane. Juggernaut still making his way through the trees, using the quelling, making his way down. In comes Mason as well. Can they find him? The creep see him in the trees for just a second. Healing ward comes out. I think this might be the end for the Juggernaut. He does have an Omni Slash if he wants to go for a last-ditch effort. They don't see him. They don't actually see him, and the Juggernaut gets away okay. Oh, nice disruption to save the rune.
I was 100% sure they'd found him there.
Yeah. He was literally so close.
Mason's finished an AC now as well, by the way, so he's massive at this point. Like, think of where he was 5 minutes into the game and look at the net worth chart now. He is huge.
What a comeback. If we could see his own net worth graph, that would be pretty sick.
We'll look at it at the end. Don't worry. It's fine.
Cool.
So.
Deuce
Deuce is about to finish a Skadi.
She is.
She's going to hit level 25. Oh, top lane.
Oh dear. Bit of pain. She needs to realize that this BKB doesn't save her from all opportunities of death. Yeah, like they still have the Demonic Purge, which is very, very strong.
How did she not just blink away though? Did she blink in the first place? I assume the Shadow Demon like baited her out or something. Yeah, Bloody Nine knows. He's like,
yeah,
yes, sucker, I got you.
Got you again.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Okay, there's the Skadi on the Medusa.
Still at tier 1 at top, but not for much longer. Mason will take it. Coming down the top lane, I annihilate, and Mason looking so scary right now.
Your Queen in the Pain's dead for 60 seconds. Like, they need to pull off a miracle here. This Jug's so close to MKB as well. If he tries to farm it, he's going to lose a set of wraps. Like, he's 200 gold off. But... Jug? Jug?
He's farming. He's in his own little world.
He doesn't think they can fight without the Queen of Pain, so they're just going to let it go. He's just going to try and take the tier 1 and tier 2 instead. It's fair enough.
Jumping in deep, BKB pop as they just jump on top of the Pangolier and take him out immediately. Arena of Blood has been used, but they'll take that any day of the week. It's Spirit Breaking considering going for a charge here, but still Jug not coming back.
Jug?
20 seconds until the Queen of Pain. Yeah, Jug's just like, well, screw you guys. I'm going to take some towers, keep my GPM high. But they'll lose in the game pretty quickly right now. 7 seconds till the Queen of Pain comes. He's going to come back now. He comes back with the Queen of Pain, I'm sure. He's spun, though. This is commitment. This is your get-out-of-jail-free card. This is your get home.
Jug.
He's still not coming back. Oh, there we go. The TP has started. The final lane of barracks. The Mega Creeps are finally enough to bring back the Juggernaut. Is Queen of Pain jumping into this one, but they've just immediately brought down Charge. Boris is dead as well. Queen of Pain just disappears. That is dead again on the Queen of Pain. Where is this? He's not even in the fight. He didn't even get there. He just got shot up.
The Deucer used Stone Gaze, and so he just couldn't get into the fight. Like, there was no way.
Oh, okay.
Well, and they just lost Megas. Okay.
They certainly did.
Deucer gets the death,
certainly did, and I think they might have lost the game as well somehow. Jumping onto Chives, and Chives will be dropping. Lina is out of the game. And, well, yeah, Desolator picked up. Finish this one off whilst everybody's dead. The GG is called, and that'll be a victory for the Black Sheep.
Yeah, they played well. I mean, I feel like the Radiant didn't keep up the pressure, far as much as they needed to win this game. But I mean, Black Sheep definitely capitalized on it very well. Mason recovered really well this game too. Like, even though he had a really difficult time in the laning stage, he just kept farming the small camp, getting whatever scraps he could, and eventually, you have 2 raid bosses on the Dire side, not just the Deucer. It's very well played.
Very well played indeed, yeah. Yeah, very well held together. It didn't feel like there was any signs of tilt on the side of Black Sheep. They just kept their heads down, kept working hard. They saw their opportunity. Mason didn't actually die this game, despite being shut out in the early game. He was just playing it carefully, playing it solid, and yeah, they managed to end up with a victory. And let's just, where is he? Where is he? Because, so it's what a lot of people are here for as well, and I'm interested to see it as well. Let's just look at Mason compared to, like, the Juggernaut or, like, the Queen of Pain, Just a phoenix rising from the ashes. 10 minutes in, he had 2.7k net worth, and then he comes out on top of everybody.
I think Bloody Nine played insanely well on the Shadow Team in this game as well. 8-3 and 13. Like, nice. He took part in 21 of his team's. However many kills did they get? 27.
Yeah,
like on a Shadow Team.
Very good.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saved from Omni Slash a couple of times that we saw as well. Kept baiting out the Queen of Pain. That's the power play. So. Yeah, really well played by Black Sheep. And if Old Suck Gaming want to get it through to the top 4 of the groups, they've got a lot of work to do.
They absolutely do. Yeah, Old Suck need to go back to the drawing board here, it feels like, as they do take the loss here, 14-27. But lineup where a game where they could have had the advantage. I feel like, they did have an advantage at one stage, but just failed to act upon it, let themselves get drawn out, let the game get drawn out, and do eventually end up coming off with the loss. So that is going to be the end of this Best of 1 series, and I believe the end of our cast. I don't think we've got anything scheduled up, as next up is going to be, just looking over at the schedule here, it's going to be J-Storm versus Old Suck Gaming, and Breaky CPK is going to be taking over the cast, so we're going to take a quick break. My name has been Nomad, he's been MoFarah. If you did enjoy it, then please do throw us a follow on Twitter and Twitch, and we'll see you next time, but I'm going to say goodbye.